What's up, everybody? How's it going? Got Ian with us. We just came back from Fairfax, so you guys would have seen that episode where we showed you what's going on with the Evo. But we're gonna do some servicing to the Midori Green Civic, which we really don't have a name for yet. I was thinking about maybe naming it the My Hero Academia lead character, but I don't know yet. We'll figure that out eventually. Right now, we're gonna focus on getting the brakes done since we pulled the exhaust off. We're gonna get the headlights restored because I need to see, and transmission fluid. Okay, let's get this started.
If you roll forward, I am screwed.
You're screwed. We're all screwed, buddy. What are you talking about? Eventually, boys, those ugly steelies that are also heavily rusted are coming off. Hopefully in like a week. And these very much sad and dying Michelin tires, which I'm kind of sad about because those are actually got a lot of life left in them and they're pretty grippy for what they are. But those will be disappearing for something else. Tire review coming soon. We got these Duralast brake rotors. Not going EVCs for this car just because, well, I need to bolster up the suspension a lot more in order to use those. Because as it is, yeah, it'll stick too much in the ABS will kick in.
What ABS?
There is ABS. It has flashed at me a couple times.
Really?
Yeah, but
car with no power steering and nothing else, it has ABS.
Yep. Welcome to Honda. Well, he gets this side jacked up. This is the pads that we're using, the Duralast Max. I just wanted something that was aggressive but not crazy, and it would be kind of nice to try something different for a change. You know, we're big fans of EBC and Hawk brakes on this channel, so figured I'd give a competitor a shot. You cracked all the lugs, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Good to go there. I'm gonna get started on these headlights because they need some love. For the headlight restoring, we're gonna try out the two-step McGuire's kit. I think we've used this before and I've showed it before, but this should do us justice. So we're gonna get that rolling and hopefully make these foggy boys nice and clear again so I can actually see something when I go to Ishmael's house. So Ian just left probably about 5 minutes ago. People are already hitting me up about what's going on with the Evo, so yeah, appreciate that you guys are looking out for it. Kai, I'm looking at you, man. You hit me up first. But we're going through right now and just kind of checking things over down below, and we noticed something going on with our car, which probably explains why we heard a bunch of grinding and things that weren't good. So here's our hub, right? The hub is actually in good shape. It's not wiggling, it's not really moving. I mean, it's moving a little bit because the brake's obviously not on it. This is the old brake, which I don't know if you can see those nasty black rings, but that is a sure sign of no bueno. But on the inside here, our CV axle, it's kind of hard to see because it's dark, but our CV axle has been slinging just grime and grease everywhere. It's all over the back of our caliper. You have to get some degreaser or something just to clean that off. But yeah, we had Ian go ahead and try and get our new axles while I continue to work on the headlights. But yeah, we're just knocking out all kinds of stuff all at once right now. Speaking of headlights, okay, this was one I haven't touched yet, right? Get a nice look at that. And this is my finished product here on the passenger side. Do you see the difference? Oh my god, the camera makes it so noticeable. That is a lot cleaner than that. This stuff, I will stand by it. It works really, really well. And there's your proof. I'm no detailer. I know people who could obviously make that look like it was factory fresh, like Patrick and my friend Victor. But for just me being a Joe Schmo, that's pretty good. Currently waiting on Ian. It's the next day. We actually got quite a bit done on the car yesterday, and I gotta show this. It's kind of funny. Where there was overspray of the sealant, it's kind of keeping the water from beating up entirely correctly, like it did over there. Like, see how it's, you can see the amount of overspray. It's rather funny to me, but I don't really care. This hood, it's gonna disappear eventually. Same thing with that centerpiece grill, that will disappear. Basically this whole front end is gonna get changed eventually. I just have to save up the moolah so I can get the fiberglass kits and whatnot. as always, the rain comes to ruin a good time. But nevertheless, we must press on because these are things that need to be done. So, should be easy.
I mean, we can't just leave the axle on there?
No.
Yeah, we can.
No.
Oh, it's a Honda. They run forever. Everybody brags
The
about
engine does, not a CV axle that was not clearly taken care of. Oh, and we're working very close to my dad's car only because it's the closest thing to shade. Unfortunately, he has the keys to his car, so we're stuck working like this. We would work with the things pointed down the street, but we were just noticing a little sketch. So, hopefully, we're better off here. So, got the transmission bolts undone. Let me see it. Pass it up. Actually, it's kind of, I mean, it's dark. It needed to get changed, but the fact that it's still this viscous. Oh, but it's a little shiny.
Yep, that's what I was gonna say.
I'm seeing little metal bits and some haze.
Smell it.
See. Yep. Definitely was burning something up. Possibly LSD. To replace the fluid that we're taking out of the transmission, we're putting in Pennzoil Synchro Mesh. We put this in Ian's car. It did wonders for his car. We're gonna put this in. Oh yeah, that's right. We did put it in this nose too. Point is, this car is getting Synchro Mesh just because old transmission. It's definitely seen some abuse, and seeing those metal flakes confirms my suspicions about it being ground a bit. So we're just hoping, A, that we can get the drain plug out of the thing, and B, that this actually does cure some of our draining issues. So we did the trans fluid. The trans fluid is done. The drain bolt actually was clean, which was a little weird, a little disturbing to me anyway, but at the same time it also did fall into that water, which could have been ferrous and stripped it of anything on there. But the main thing is that drain bolt was clean when we got it anyway. Filled it up, it's ready to roll. We're probably gonna roll the gears a little bit just to make sure that oil gets around. Now we're actually just sitting here doing some removal of stuff in the engine bay. We couldn't get the axle off. I'm gonna go to a shop probably, if I can tonight, do it tonight. If not, tomorrow. That way we have a fresh axle, because that one's just slinging grease, unfortunately. But right now we're finishing up what the previous owner started. He started with removing the AC system. I bent that, so that's all like out. We just have to remove that thing. I'm not sure what exactly you call that piece. All I know is it's not connected to anything because the wiring loom is just a mess over there, and I'd like to get it away from our belts and everything else. So Ian got his metric tools. Now we get to start doing some fun stuff. Actual proper weight loss. Just gotta eat it. Boom. And the fun part of pulling it. Is that coolant in there?
No, it's probably the AC stuff.
Oh. The Freon or whatever.
Yeah. Where would that be?
Okay. Well, that's out, so now we just gotta shove it, get it through from here, and then we'll pop. So, what is that, Ian? Is that part of the compressor system? Like a surge tank of some kind?
Yeah, that's probably like a surge tank or a...
Because it has a sensor, but the sensor wasn't wired to anything. That was just there. The loom for it, we're gonna have to pull out next. That's what those little clips down there are for. So, we're kind of curious what that is. Any of you Honda boys watching, please tell us what that is, because I know Hondas, but I don't know what that is. I don't ever mess with the AC system. Duty honors. So after a few minutes of going, that doesn't make any sense, it turns out that CXs don't even have rear sway bars.